England versus Germany would have made a very interesting World Cup final. Alas, it's not to be. Not this year and probably not for many years. However, on day 10 of my Southwest Coast Path Odyssey, it's going to be England and Germany.
Good morning.
My lovely friend Andrea, who's walking on these 3 days. We're doing Tintagel to Polzeath. About 15 miles, might be a bit too much. We'll see how we go. See you later.
Bye.
So spectacular. We haven't even started walking, but I just can't resist all that. That's out to the castle ruins, and then back. We're in the ruins, and then that's back the way I came about a week ago. 8 miles in, and we're approaching Port Isaac there in the distance, which is about halfway. Again, spectacular piece of coast, very wild, cliffs, seabirds nesting in the cliffs. Don't know whether you can see those two little things down there. Very lovely. September 1975 was the last time I was in Port Isaac. Please don't work that out, but what a gorgeous little seaside town this is. Harbour Village, well known for a TV series, I'm told, called Doc Martin. We'll see if we can find his house. With all the cliffs to climb and all the miles of pathway, it's very important to get your nutrition spot on. A staple part of the path is the Cornish pasty. We're still in Port Isaac, and we're looking for a doctor. Hello, Doc. Are you in? Hello, Mr. Martin. Friday the 11th of July. We're about 5 miles from Polzeath, which is in that direction. We come to a fantastic headland where we can see all the way back. If you can see it there, you can see King Arthur's castle sticking out. If I can do it. We've walked all the way along there, and here we are, and there's Andrea.
Hello, and you can't see all those bays and ups and downs we've done. Plenty of them.
We have done a lot of ups and downs. It's 5:30 on Friday the 11th of July. We're coming to the end. We've been going since 9:15. Slightly overestimated again. If you can see that, that's where we've come from, which is miles and miles. I think we've done about 15 or 16 miles already, all round there, and we were hoping that this headland would be a pretty quick one back, but it looks like we've still got a bit to do. See you soon. It's almost 6 o'clock on the Friday, and we can see our final destination in sight, which is Polzeath. This is the Camel Estuary, so Rock is behind there, Padstow just out of sight. We'll be going out there tomorrow. Beautiful day, fantastic view, and we're off down there. Again, slightly overdid it, but it's quite gentle now. Lovely day. Lots of views. Start of day 11, and now I didn't totally complete day 10, but we did Tintagel to Polzeath, and it was about 17 miles. Absolutely wonderful, great weather, great walk. Took a long time. It started day 11. We've already spent a few hours moving the cars, and we're going to walk from Polzeath to St. Constantine Bay via Padstow. Involves a ferry. See you later. Just occasionally the coastal path allows you a ferry. So here we are on the edge of Rock, and we're just about to cross over to lovely Padstow. Sometimes the amount of wildflowers is almost overwhelming. It's just so gorgeous when you get these meadow kind of feels just outside Padstow. Looking back to the Camelford estuary, and now we're off on those cliffs there. That path you can just see, beautiful. And I think we've got to get around that headland and then Newquay should come into view. How were the cliffs around Cornwall formed? Well, if you look at this, layer by layer by layer. And even in all this dry stone, you still get these little kind of air plants. Absolutely wonderful. Just come around a headland, very windy, but really look at that for a bit of sea and rocks and lots of lovely rocky outcrops. And here's lovely Andrea.
Hello!
Being a bit camera shy, but I caught her.
We can't see you, big
And we've just met Iona, and what has Iona got in her bucket? And have you collected all those, Iona?
Yeah.
Wow.
Where from?
The sea.
Constantine Bay, very windy, but can you see all those surfers out there? Wow, they're having a great time. The surf is up. Walking barefoot on the beach, how lovely. And look at the activity around here. There's lots of folk in the sea, all types. End of day 11, pulls east to Trinon Bay. Quite an easy day, 11 to 12 miles, something like that, slightly overcast. One of the aspects of walking a coastal path that you've got to consider is moving all the cars about. So this morning, me and Andrea moved the car, took one car to the end, which is this one here, and now she's going to drive me back. I'm going to get a ferry back to Rock and go and get my car. It takes quite a few hours. Fantastic. See you tomorrow. Bye. Lovely coastline, and probably see just really fabulous views, and we're off up there. Okay, an hour and a half in, and we are flying along this bit of the coast, but it is really lovely, and I'm getting very fascinated by the distinction of rocky outcrop. I love those rocky outcrops. They are brilliant. And there's Andrea. Big thank you for Andrea. She's been great company on this 3-day section. Off to Newquay. See you soon. Trinans Beach. We've done about 6 miles. Surfers are out already. Looks like we'll get a cup of tea down there. And this I absolutely love. A little bit of random art. Looks like it's a bit of wild art. Somebody just put it there, and it says, on the way, I dropped it. The quality of all the cafes in Cornwall has improved immeasurably over the years. Look at this, absolutely gorgeous. Got my tea with soya milk, and Andrea's got fantastic latte, and it gives me an opportunity to acknowledge Andrea and say thank you. This is the 6th day now that she's walked out of 12, and the person I've found most enthusiastic about the coastal path, she's almost as enthusiastic as me, so thank you, Andrea.
Thank you, friend.
Really appreciate it. See you later.
See you later.
You never know what you're going to see on the coast path, but you always have to look out for the acorn sign. There we go. That's the first stone inscribed sign we've seen. Beautiful. Watergate Bay, all the people, and the culinary quality of Cornwall increased massively. There's Jamie Oliver's 15 restaurants. Very difficult to convey the majesty of all this. That's where we've come from, and this is Newquay Beach. There's Andrea, the cliffs out there, surfers. That's where we're finishing on that headland, and the Atlantic Ocean. It's blowy. See quite a bit of this round the coast. Coast steering. You can see that group. They're all jumping into the water rather than me. They're hanging on. I don't know whether that's fun or for dear life. We have a seal. He's just gone under the water. All weekend we've been looking for a bit of sea life, and there he is. If you can see him, he's the moving blob. He's just under the water. Thank you, Mr. Seal. End of day 12. Train on to Newquay. 12 miles. Now covered a total of 191 miles as I approach the 1/3 point of the Southwest Coastal Path. I'll have to start finding new words for wonderful, fantastic, beautiful, gorgeous, awesome, but it is all of that. Really great weekend, and a big thanks to Andrea, who's been with me, cementing the Anglo-German entente. And of course today, you're probably watching it after the result, but it's the World Cup final tonight with Germany, of course. So what can you say to a German on the day of the World Cup final apart from, come on Argentina?